Okie dokie.
Well,
See if
then,
everything's
let's see
going
what
fine.
exciting picks we get.
Plus
Ooh, do I have the Vman camera? Yes, I do. There. Dressed for the occasion.
Of course.
Very nice. Yeah, I didn't expect anything less. So, Vman, you've made a bit of a return to Dota recently, as I've seen. Or have you been playing it kind of in secret, but just not playing the Inhouse?
Well, that's a big part of it. I didn't really have the time to play the in-houses until recently. My ROT schedule is freed up a lot more, so I can attend. Well, I can't attend the Wednesday one, but the other two are completely fine now.
Oh, great. Cool.
So, I'm trying to play more of them.
You're ancient, right? Is that right?
Well, that's whenever I was ancient the last time my public match ID was exposed.
And how long ago was that?
10 seconds remaining.
Sometime I'm hard stuck between Legend 5 and Ancient 1.
Okay, but you're still on that sort of border.
Yeah.
Legend. Okay. Obviously, you have a meta in pub games. There's a meta in the pro scene. There's a meta in these houses, and they're all completely different. So,
Yep.
Kokopium's not playing at the moment, so there's no CK ban. But that's, I think, pretty much almost 100% ban rate against you.
CK and Disruptor.
Yeah.
And at one point, I think it was Weaver as well.
It was. You did like Possible Weaver. The one thing I found funny is the one time CK wasn't banned, you didn't pick it anyway.
Oh yeah, what was that, last week?
Yeah, either last week or one before that, but he didn't pick CK, but yet they still went back to banning CK anyway, even though he didn't pick it when he could. So, I mean, it's good to have a hero that you're like Bulldog hero, where people are so scared of that one pick they just don't want to see it. So, I mean, Chaos Knight is terrifying. He does so much damage on paper, but the Mars ban is quite unusual. I don't know who's a Mars player really, but
Head is a Mars player.
Is it okay?
Now,
Yeah.
Enchantress is not a hero I see often in pubs, but in pro and here, it seems like it's picked all the time.
It does seem like that, but I don't think they're playing it the same way that at least Puppy popularized it, unless it's changed. But Puppy used to not take impetus in lane. It was always Nature's Attendance into Enchant.
Enchant, yeah.
So you just right click, and you have a massive self heal. So you're always going to win the trade. And then you take Enchant, so you can take a creep, slow the enemy, etc. But people just always go impetus because, it does damage. So fair enough. But I think that's what we're likely to see. Oh, and Kotor, he's supposed to be a very good hero, right?
A good nuke to get rid of this deer. Well, doe probably is more accurate.
Yeah.
But, if Kotal gets any amount of farm, a 500 damage nuke down every wave is going to hurt.
Yeah, Kotal's Illuminate has always been his defining spell, or the chakra mana. Well, Enchantress is sort of like half deer, right? Half deer, half. It's not a centaur because that's strictly a horse. Do we have names for all the other combinations?
I mean, I'll have a look.
Yeah, because
there will absolutely be an answer.
Because there's a lot of mythological combinations there. You've got Satyr, which is like half like goat person, half human. You've got mermaids, got griffins, which is like where you're combining different animals like lions and things. But I just don't know what Enchantress is. Anyway, that is
a very quick AM pick.
We had the same thing last time. Kiwi had anti-mage in the first phase, and he still won the game.
I was on that team during that draft, and the reason we picked AM early was in immediate retaliation to a Sand King pick, and it's just happened again.
Okay.
We just thought, we don't want our AM dying. We don't want our carry dying to a Sand King. So, I mean, it seemed to work out because, Kiwi just finds the farm and we could delay long enough, but we'll have to see if they can actually solve it this time.
It was a very close game you played last time, because the anti-mage really struggled for the first, I don't know, was it like 30 minutes, 40 minutes?
It was a long time.
Yeah.
It was really only once AM came online that there was any semblance of a comeback.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the thing is, Kiwi is a very good farmer. We know this. And anti-mage is one of the fastest, but also the easiest heroes to farm with. You just press W and could teleport across the entire map. So he's a confident hero, but now it does give the Dire a chance to really think about how do we counter this anti-mage. If Sand King isn't the hero to really stomp him in lane, I wonder what they'll pair him with. I thought Kotl Sanking would be the lane combo. I mean, Kotl gives mana back to the target, but then Anti-Mage does more
and then
damage.
Just as the cooldown of his Sandstorm, so he can Sandstorm even more frequently.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Sandstorm's got a very long cooldown to start with. I think 50 seconds maybe, or something like that.
Terribly long, but even at level 3, it's significantly reduced, and the duration increases as well. I think it's by level 3, so level 5 Sand King, the duration is high enough so that you can have it on permanently.
If you're standing still or going in that sort of same area.
Well, if you don't leave the Sandstorm.
Yeah. It's weird to think of how good heroes have become, right, over the years.
Oh,
What's
Brew
this?
Master ban?
We've seen a lot of Brew Masters recently. You played Brew Master a couple of times.
I don't know outside of the in-house that I played recently, but it's sort of a comfort pick for me.
Oh, cool. I like Brewmaster a lot myself. You actually make more use of the passive, the one where you change stance, more than most people do.
So, you saying that is really funny, right?
Right.
So, I will admit I did scrub through one of the streams to see what you were saying, what the commentary was, and I saw you talk about how I got like 2 points in the passive or something.
10 seconds
Really funny. That was an accident.
Okay.
That was a complete accident.
Right, you don't intend to do that. You intended to go 1 point passive, did you? 3 points.
Yeah, I just wasn't thinking.
Okay.
Though
Makes sense.
these days I play mid, and I usually I would play Brewmaster mid really frequently, and I would actually go 1-1-3 in lane.
Oh, you would? Okay, just to get some survivability.
Yeah, because oftentimes it's it depends on the matchup, but if you're against really nasty mids like a Shadow Fiend or a Queen of Pain, you just need to survive, and you get so much survivability from the passive, and it also lets you farm a bit faster because you can use the crit. Whereas if you've got Q and W, even if W's high level, it still costs loads of mana to do the combo.
Yes, because you have to use Thunderclap as well.
So you can save mana for going ganks.
It's true, because the whole point of Brewmaster mid is to hit 6 and immediately kill your opponent, right?
Yeah, you pretty much kill the opponent, go gank top, or you take mid tower.
I guess the only heroes you can't kill mid are like Quap, because she'll just leave. Then even then you might be able to chase her down,
really
depends.
Tanky.
Yeah, someone like really tanky.
A Necrophos is really hit or miss.
You can dispel his what is it called? Ghost Shroud.
Ghost Shroud. Yeah.
My favorite thing to dispel with Brewmaster is Glimmer Capes, because people don't expect it.
Oh yes, it's hilarious.
The number of times I've saved allies and they don't really know what's happened because I purged off their Spirit Vessel or something. People don't realize how amazing it is to have this AoE purge, which is a really low cooldown.
It's so sleeper strong. People don't know about it. Like, the illusion damage is really funny. If you're playing against like a Narc,
it does illusion damage?
Yeah, it does 1k illusion damage.
What, the dispel?
6 second cooldown. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a throwback. So you can like nuke a group of like Chaos Knight clones, PLs, and just they're just gone.
Yeah.
Wow. I've learned something new about Brewmaster. That's awesome.
I mean, it's not good against PL because there's just too many clones and he makes more. But anyone who makes like one set of a few, like CK or Naga, very funny.
Wow, okay, that's really cool. I mean, the Brewmaster's ult has quite a lot of depth people don't realize, like extra building damage as well, things like that.
Yeah.
And then
that's also a really sort of sleeper thing as well.
And that talent at level 25, which gives them each their own stance. So Green Panda gets tankier, Blue Panda gets faster, Red Panda gets crit chance. Okay, they got Nightstalker and Nyx Assassin. That's an interesting pairing of heroes. So pos 4 Nyx, pos 3 Nightstalker in lane with a
very
pos 5 Enchantress.
So far.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like they need a mid that kind of rounds out their damages. So they've got loads of physical, but a mid with some more magic, and especially given the Naga, they need more AoE. They have virtually none.
Yeah, what I like on Nightstalker, I did it one game and now I'm convinced it's the way to play Nightstalker, even though I'm completely alone. I think people should go back to the Ags build, because Nightstalker is so rubbish at farming. Like he's the worst. He's got no AoE abilities, right?
Yeah.
If you get the shard,
Ags is so fun to have.
Yeah, the Ags, sorry, 900 radius. It's more than your normal cast range. It hits like 2 camps at once. You can easily take stacks, and then you just farm like mad. You can hit all the Naga clones. It stuns. It's just an amazing ability. So I would really like to see it, because it would give you some lockdown.
Given the Naga, it probably would be quite appropriate, though it depends on their battle plan. I mean, Nick should be pretty good for initiating and getting some sort of plays made after the 5, 6, 7 minute mark, but if the game's too fast, then he won't be able to afford the Ags. Though, with a Naga, the enemy will probably try and extend out the game a bit. So, possible that he can get it.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
10 seconds remaining.
Well, it's all about, like you said, the pacing of the game. Naga is...
5
There
seconds
actually was a
remaining.
weird way you could play Naga a bit more aggressively than normal, but Nagas tend to play a very passive style, get Manta as their first item, not look to gank, just try to flash farm, because Naga's one of those heroes who can keep up with farm and anti-mage because of her ability to farm like the entire jungle at the same time and the lane, whereas anti-mage just flips around camp to camp. I think Naga's pretty good against anti-mage late game because you've got that net, which of course locks him completely down, as long as he doesn't reflect it, because to be honest, the cast time is quite obvious. It's like, but then there's a travel time, so you've got to be careful to not net yourself.
Does the is that a projectile?
Yeah, single
So
target,
if
point and
So
click.
you can counterspell it in midair.
Yes, you could easily. Yeah, it's quite fast, but there's quite a long and
You do see it
choreographed
coming
animation.
and-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah, she throws her hands together.
yeah, so I think that's this opportunity for Anti-Mage to reflect that. But if he does get rooted, I mean, Naga Siren with Illusion is just going to beat down Anti-Mage. Plus, Naga's quite tanky anyway. He tends to go full Agi items, really high armor late game, 40 plus armor. So I quite like Naga against Anti-Mage. You've got a lot of lockdown. You've got Sanking, you've got Keeper of the Light who might get Aghanims. You've got Hoodwink who also has a Break. Break is very good against Anti-Mage because it takes away all of his resistance. I would absolutely never recommend this either, but one game I did go Silver Edge on Zeus just to counter Anti-Mage, and it did kind of work, but only because I was so ludicrously far ahead. But we had a Void, right? The Void would chrono the Anti-Mage. I don't know why the Void didn't just get Silver Edge, but I would get Silver Edge, run up to Anti-Mage in the chrono, right-click him, and then annihilate him with my magic damage, which isn't a good way to play it. But people forget Anti-Mage, when he's broken, he loses all of that magic resistance. He has a hell of a lot. So then Sanking can just...
seems so soft afterward.
Exactly. So Sanking could just turn up on top and Hoodwink could just delete him. So yeah. We'll see what happens.
Now, really, Ags is looking very good for a lot of heroes this game, especially Kotl, because with the way Naga works and the way Sanking works, they all want you to be in one spot. So Will-O-the-Wisp is going to be really good this game.
Yeah.
Especially given the entire enemy team is, well, 4 of them are melee, and that Pudge also needs an Axe to counter this Naga. That's strange.
So Pudge mid who will go for the Aghanims build. Pudge can do a massive amount of damage if he gets the farm. He also has, I think, some of the highest base damage in Dota outside of Treant Protector. I think Pudge might be second, maybe Nightstalker Pudge on the same kind of line. So he's pretty good in the mid lane, to be fair. He can farm well, and as I said, the Ags is just so much damage, so he can clear those Naga illusions early game, but then he's also a very squishy hero against physical damage, so he has to be careful. Naga will destroy him.
Yeah, gonna need like a pipe or something.
Yeah,
maybe the Nyx will pick that up.
We'll see what he goes. I like to see Pudge. He's always interesting. If they make some big hook plays, it can always change a game. You can also save your team. You know, they get hooked by Naga, hook them out.
His Pudge's Ag Shard is so ridiculous. It feels so... I think the ability is far too strong to be an Ag's Shard ability, but just because of the nature of Pudge, he kind of needs like this crutch. Because if you don't hit hooks, you know, you're not making full use of the hero. He's an extremely feast or famine hero based on the draft and your skill.
I like that, feast or famine. Yeah, he is all or nothing, because the hook is the ability to reposition the enemy at such a massive range. You know, abilities that are similar.
So
point click ones like Venge Swap, which is an ultimate.
Or
Marcy Flip.
Skewer.
Yeah, Skewer, you got to blink in, be BK bead with the Skewer, things like that. Pudge's one is massive.
Everything.
So, but it is a skill shot, which means you can completely mess it up. Whereas you're not going to mess up a Venge Swap, you just click on them.
Though, I mean, they've got a little bit to help him hit it. You know, you've got the slow from Enchant, you've got Nightstalker's Q. If he opts for a Shadow Blade, not Shadow Blade, sorry, what's the Echo Saber? That's another slow to try and help. AM
very slow.
Yeah.
Very short slow.
Yeah, very powerful short slow, almost like a quasi stun, or quasi root.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We've got a bit of an interesting game today. I think my personal vote. You know what? I played a lot of games against Anti-Mage and as Anti-Mage. When I have a big streak, like a 10 streak, or predict streak, I never predict against anti-mage because you never know what's going to happen. Maybe he'll just get a good lane, and 25 minutes in, he'll have 3 times everyone's net worth. But it's very hard to bet against Kiwi, especially because his win rate record for the in-house is amazing. But I would like to say Dire's team I prefer. I think Lena's got a really good mid lane here. Naga probably will have an okay lane, especially because Nightstalker doesn't do a lot till it's 5 minutes in. So yeah, I like this. There's a hook. No, he missed the hook.
Oh,
He missed the hook. They had a
so
ward. They were
sad.
standing still.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that needs a few tips.
I mean, we had a funny hook when when Max missed a hook on a target moving in a straight line, but this person was not even moving. I mean, I guess it's the
I see it
somewhat
happen all the time.
rewarding it. Okay, I think the reason was because the high ground, and when you have a hook that goes high ground, it does some weird kind of repositioning of it. Can we still swap players? Yeah, okay. I mean, that bodes well. I also saw this is a throwback to a video that was maybe 10 years old today. It's a League of Legends video where, the equivalent here was Blitzcrank, who has a hook.
Right.
What you do is you go in lane, you intentionally miss the first 3 hooks really, really badly.
Oh,
so they go,
that's really good.
he's terrible. And then you just hit absolutely, like the hooks that you miss them when it doesn't matter. It's level 1, you're never going to get a kill anyway. They think you're rubbish, and then you land the game-winning hooks later in the lane.
You do some hook in the trees or something.
Exactly. And because they think, he's terrible. And, people always say that. If you've played in-houses, people go, we're only against this person. They're not very good. So it just kind of boosts morale for your team.
I've definitely thought it before.
Yeah. So I like the strat anyway. But eyes are going to be on Kiwi because Anti-Mage is one of these incredibly volatile heroes. You have a great lane and then you get that 12-minute Battle Fury and then the game is yours. Or you have a really bad lane and then you're the squishiest hero in Dota who can't really do any damage because you die the second you turn up. So...
Well, I mean, actually, we have the real squishiest hero in Dota, which is Enchantress. Look at that. The powerful 560 HP level 1.
Interestingly, Enchantress actually has more strength gain than Anti-Mage. But Anti-Mage has a lot more, 4 more base strength. Yeah, Enchantress and Anti-Mage between them, they're some of the two lowest strength gain heroes in the same lane. But they do have a heal, and they have a lot of magic resistance, and they have a blink, so that, they got things to make up for it. But we'll see.
I want to favor the Dire's draft. I really do. It's just so much more sensible, and it accounts for like a later game. But in a pub, I would definitely give Dire my favor. But considering we actually have a semblance of team coordination and urgency here, Radiant could definitely get away with the game if they move fast enough.
Yeah, they can. Well, we're gonna see what happens, especially with the farming. Kiwi's already going for Ring of Health, it looks like. So he's trying to get that Battle Fury up ASAP. Brought 6 tangos. Like you said, it was picked as a counter, potentially, to the Sand King. I don't think you see a lot of Nat Sand King, either. So I know he's a very
Has
good
he been
player.
playing recently? I don't think I've seen him.
Maybe not super recently. He's been around. But playing Dota anyway in stacks. He's not in the in-houses. But I'm really not sure I've seen a lot of his Sand King. But he's a good player. He'll be good. So.
Oh my goodness! Goodwin got away on 1 HP from
Kinder.
Impetus.
Wobber's just
might be
being
down
clipped to
here,
death.
bottom.
Yeah, Fairy Fire. He's going to be okay.
There's no mana.
Oh, Nature's Attendance
There you
isn't
go.
quick enough. And he does go down. Nature's
And
Attendance
he's down
takes...
the mango for that as well.
It takes quite a long time to get the heal from Nature's Attendance. It's a massive heal.
Yeah,
but it's not instant.
Yeah, it's only, what is that, 32 health per second. Even at level 1, it's a long time until it really gets going.
Anyone can do 32 times 12 for me?
What?
384.
384?
Cool, we both got the same number. So nearly a 400 heal. That's like a salve. And the cooldown is only 35 seconds. Every 35 seconds, you get an uninterrupted salve of healing. Even takes the same duration
really
as
is
salve.
incredible.
Yeah, I think people should be maybe using that over the Impetus. But I mean, Wobber's brought a lot of regen.
He has. What's your opinion on the item order for Anti-Mage? Because I see too many times Anti-Mage is going for like this straight Battle Fury or like Brown Boots Battle Fury or Treads Battle Fury. I don't know which is the correct one, but I really hate seeing no Boots Battle Fury.
Well, I think for me it depends on the game. If I'm having the world's easiest game of Dota in that I don't need to do anything. They've left the lane
Oh,
because they're
Nat.
too scared. Yeah,
Slow.
Nat used a Soul Ring. He did get a bit of damage off.
He's
Gone.
definitely dead here.
He went 2 points of Caustic Finale. They do get another kill on Wobber, who again pops Nature's Attendance at 1 HP and dies instantly. But Kiwi is happy with the kill. If you're in a lane where there's a lot of fighting and you have to fight to be relevant, I do like to go Treads first. Maybe even a Wand. I'm not a big fan of Wraithband because anything's slowing down your Battle Fury. But I do like the Treads. It gives a lot of stats. It makes you tanky, etc. But if the lane is free and I don't need any kills and I'm just having an AFK farm, then yes, Naked Battle Fury is good. But the thing is, if you're an anti-mage and you're getting free farm completely uninterrupted, I mean, the enemy team have really messed up. They shouldn't be letting you do that.
They have.
So I tend to think Treads or maybe sometimes even Orb of Corrosion. If you have a lane combo that can actually kill, then yeah, I mean, Anti-Mage isn't the worst brawler, to be honest. He burns a lot of mana, he does a decent amount of damage per right click. He can reflect spells.
Now, I will be honest, something I want to try at some point, on some silly offhand game is Anti-Mage offlane.
What, pos 3?
Yeah, so I saw a video today about it, and you go Vanguard.
Yes,
and then
Echo Saber.
You go Diffusal Blade.
Oh, just the new Diffusal, yeah, because Anti-Mage can have Blink
because
Diffusal
it stacks
someone.
with the, and it stacks with mana burn now, so you just burn they're all of their mana, and you've got all the tankiness from counter spell, and then you have loads of armor because you're Agi, and then the damage block from Vanguard means you are really, really tanky.
Ooh, wow, there's a kill mid. It's about time. Ooh, Ian throws out the tip. I mean, you have to. It's the immortal tip off. No problem.
What can Pudge really do against Lena's 670 range? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so painful to play
670.
against.
There's only 2 heroes with more range than that. Not counting Sniper, who gets it from a talent, or
What, AA and Techies?
AA and Techies, exactly. People kind of forget that AA actually has more range than Lena, but he doesn't quite hit as hard as Lena. He just fires out his really powerful chilling touches.
Yeah, he just hits as hard, every
now and then.
seconds.
Yeah, but that gives him even more range. He always has 675. But yeah, Lena's range definitely gives her an advantage.
It'd be interesting to see AA core being meta at some point. I think it'd be very funny.
Well, every now and then people try it mid, and they buff the Ags a lot by halving the cost of every attack when you use Ags. Because obviously it gives no cooldown to the E. So that was the last buff they gave to it, and I really would like to see it mid, because I tell you, I've lost to AAs who are pos 5. The game goes really long, they buy Ags, you kind of just ignore them. And suddenly you go, wait a second, why did I die in that team fight? You look at the death recap, it's just AA, and you think, wait a second, how has this happened? Same with Willow supports, because there was when I was casting Clarity League.
They get Ags from Moonshard.
Well, Clarity League, there was this Willow. Every single game he played Dark Willow. These are only Immortal players, like this is Division 1, right? And this one player always played Dark Willow. Always as a support, but he went first line to max, even though he was a support. And you thought, well, this is dumb, you should have bought a 4-star for a Glimmercape, but then he would actually just straight up murder the cause, doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Having a look at all the lanes, what is happening? We got...
I mean, top seems fairly uneventful, but bottom is, the opposite.
Yeah,
Mids
bottom
is
is where
sad.
That's where the fight's happening.
Pudge.
Well, he's got a bit of farm, look at him.
Yeah, but
34
I mean,
last
he is an entire level behind. Delina's got one, kill up on him. He's not too far behind. We'll have to see what he does with his farm, but then again,
Vman's trying to get a kill on Karen. Will he get it? No. The slow actually is pretty good from Soulbind. He does.
Bot lane.
Nice.
Just walks in bot lane. Have a look. Kiwi.
Yep.
Kiwi's. Oh no! Come on.
Does he
Yeah,
get
Kiwi
away?
does go down.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like the idea behind that. Go 2 points Caustic, level up Caustic instead. I just think it doesn't scale very well as an ability.
It's really, really powerful with the talent.
What talent are we talking about? 100 Caustic Finale
level
damage?
15. Yeah. It lets you hit like 1 creep with Caustic Finale, and the whole wave blows up.
Oh, I've not really thought about that talent. I think people usually just go Soundstone Raise. Oh, look, it's a bounty off. They take 1 each.
Yep.
Oh, also, Koppel is a good hero to go with Naga because you're lowering the cooldown of mirror images, which is going to help Naga quite a lot. Jabema just goes straight in on Karen. Yeah, no problem. 50 bonus damage.
Huge damage.
Slice through the enemy. Jabema's still going, backward slows here. Does he find the right one? Yeah, they do. All going to die. Nice.
Oh, they might be able to get
Can you
in
kill a
as well.
Pudge? No, Pudge is healing way too much. Jabema, you got to be careful, my friend. You're just going to get killed.
He's got the...
Triple
Nice.
kill. I mean, the hasted Pudge coming was great. The fact that they got a rotation and a kill on the Lena, that's absolutely perfect. Couldn't have gone
totally
better.
reset mid now.
4 kills on Jabate 8 minutes into the game. He has had a very, very productive first night. I want to know what items he's going to go for. Ah,
You
Echo
know, you
Saber.
really can't
It's the
underestimate
Echo Saber.
You like Echo Saber, Kokopium? Is that your preferred Nightstalker build?
Well, it's nice because like you can always disassemble it, and then you have Oblivion Staff and BKB, assuming you're going second item BKB, and then just rebuy the Echo Saber, and then by level 50 to be extremely strong. You can just roam around and
Oh
start
yes,
smacking people.
I have seen people go, oh, game's not going great, or I really need the BKB, and then have a BKB Oblivion Staff is better than having Echo Saber and most of BKB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Echo Saber.
I played Nightstalker a hell of a lot last patch, I think, and I was initially leaning towards Echo Saber first, and then I thought the armlet was better because it gives you more tankiness early.
Yes, because
I know that you do so much more damage with an Echo Saber, but sometimes I feel like I just need to be the canary who goes in first, and I just need to be bigger and tankier to survive whatever they can throw at me, and armlet gave me that.
It's interesting because Armlet is great for DPS. Of course, in a prolonged fight, it does hurt you. But my favorite thing about Armlet is that you can build a Helm of Iron Will. But I suppose in lane as Nightstalker, you shouldn't really be just trying to build regen and survive. You need to go hard at level 5, get the boots, and actually harass the enemy. You can't just sit there trying to regen. I think I prefer Echo Saber, but actually, my number one is still just to build Aghanims. I used to go Aghs, Blink, and get the Shard as well. I really like Nightstalker's Shard. I think it's absolutely insane for the cooldown it has.
A lot of heroes bottom.
Yeah, there are. One goes in,
his
Nature's
Shard is
Attendance.
really brilliant.
It's absolutely insane, isn't it? Oh, here we go. We've got the epicenter going.
Nyx isn't looking too hot here.
No, cancel the epicenter. Realised we didn't need it. 4 heroes. Out comes the Kinder Bolt. Is it too far? Whoa, the range on that. It was almost perfect. So they did a Laguna Blade and a Sharpshooter. Poor Wobber. I know you have Untouchable, but it doesn't stop you being hit by the hardest hitting nukes in Dota.
Well, let's see if they can get the tower from this.
Well,
You know,
Kiwis...
it's 4 heroes down bottom. It's a lot of resources.
It is, but they have boot to travel on Lina, so Lina can always come back mid, no problem.
Yeah. They have
but
to get this bottom tower for this to be worth it.
Kiwi cleverly instantly recognized what was going on and just went mid. Farm Jabate found a kill on Juju solo. Level 9 Nightstalker. How was that happen? He's the same level as mids. He's just murdered the
He has
Naga.
been solo top for a while, like quite a long time.
People are too scared of him. They did take the tower bot, like you were saying. It was a big committal. I mean, they're looking for a hook, but it's not. There's no way that's going to happen. They actually get the hook. Kiwi blinks in.
Nice.
And that is the kill for Kiwi. I'm amazed that Kiwi thought that actually would be a kill. He stuck around just in case. But yeah, I forget the nighttime. You have such poor vision.
Yeah. So Kiwi's going for the Treads Battle Fury build, but even so, he's such a fast Battle Fury in Treads.
It is. So that's going to be sort of what, 14 minutes maybe, with the full Treads. Or up, you know, if you go Battle Fury first, you still have to buy Treads first item anyway. So
yeah, I'm usually impressed by like a Brown Boots Battle Fury at 14 minutes, but Treads and Battle Fury at 14 minutes, potentially even earlier. Goodness.
Yeah, it's good farming. Definitely good farming. What is his last hit? 74. But look at who's on top of the net worth by another 1,000 up. 12 minutes in, a 5-0 Nightstalker who's already got the Echo Saber and 1,000 gold in his pocket. I mean, that's going to be terrifying come 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He did go for Dark Ascension duration, so now it goes from 30 to 38 seconds. Obviously, when you go the Aghs build, you want to go for 4 hits, don't you? But they did nerf it from 10-second bonus duration, but 8 seconds is still quite nice. And then there's a really nice talent that comes out later, which is the 35 extra damage. So you can end up hitting that 185 bonus damage in the late game. That's a lot of damage.
Huge. It's such a steroid.
Whereas 10% speed, when you've already got 40% speed, do you really need 50% speed?
Oh, something's going on. They're going on potentially Jabate Mail.
There's a smoke with a Nyx in front. He's got the Vendetta, so he's not going to be revealed.
So they're going to counter gank their gank.
Yeah, they did get Jabate Mail. And they used the dust as well, because they saw him go through the sentry. Somewhat can't actually get the stun off, but does manage to get the stun with the Carapace. They're going to kill Karen. Does she get anything off? Nope, the hook is going to miss. But level 11 Lean is still pretty strong. Does just miss the stun. Shame. Going to just do some right-clicking. Do we have the bushwhack? No, not for 5 seconds. Oh, nah, he goes in. Absolutely fantastic. He get the hook,
What a hook?
but
But
I mean, I
it's
think that
not
was just he hooked his own death to him basically. I mean, Nat has revealed the Blink Dagger, and he is actually going for Boots of Trouble, not for Arcane Boots. Level 10 Sanking,
I mean,
really
it's
nice play.
very worth revealing the blink for something like that.
Oh, you couldn't have asked for much better reveal. Nice kills
Yeah.
there, but
All the while Kiwi farming mid.
exactly. Battle Fury up, 500 gold in the pocket, still at 14 minutes.
It has no arms.
He has had a very, very good time. He's only died once. He's got a couple of kills. Now it's just going to
Yeah,
be fun.
1.5k up above the Naga, who is nearing her Manta, but has bought the recipe first, which I don't like.
I guess it's the lazy
would-
approach, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, if this were a pub, I would be, you know, the words "account buyer" would be appearing in my head about now.
Wow,
So
that's
something
a
like that.
little bit harsh, I think. But I mean, I know what it's like to buy Manta first, because you buy it, you send it on the courier, you go, and I'll go to the secret shop later. But you're not going to farm the Manta recipe in like 10 seconds. There's time to get the ultimate orb to you, go back to base, and pick up the Manta. In my opinion, I think it's just lazy. But anyway, Juju's still a little bit behind. I didn't expect Juju to be the one playing Naga, to be honest, but he's got a bit of a tough game. He has to play against Kiwi, who's not only a very good player, but playing the easy mode hero of Anti-Mage.
Though, I mean, you know, you can sort of see where the expertise goes across, because if I think Juju's a mid player, is that, you know, you have to have really good map awareness if you're like you know, playing mid all the time, so you can know where the farm is safe if you're playing a pos 1. So that sort of carries over. You'll always be quickly looking at your minimap.
Yes. Well, that's the thing about Dota, is the skills are so transferable. Like, I believe that having played multiple roles has made me better at all of the roles, or even the roles that I want to main. Like, you become better as a mid player if you play support. Play pos 4, you become better at off lane. I think it's important to try all the roles, and you know, all the pro players do. You look at their normal accounts. Like, especially Puppy, when his account was profiled all those years ago, he was known as just a support player. In pubs, he only played pos 1, but he was very, very good at it,
just
nonetheless.
so he can get into the mind of the other one.
Yeah.
Or to get into the mind of his friend, actually, because he's probably needing to know, oh, what can I do as a pos 5 to help my pos 1?
Yeah, exactly. And think about a time when IO was played as a mid hero, just so you could get the early relocate. Dendi was playing IO mid, but he had to basically play a support in the mid lane. So you need to be a versatile player, otherwise your draft, as you've known from playing in the in-house, we're not pro players, we don't have as much time on our hands. People have a limited set of heroes they can play, which means the drafting becomes a bit limited, like, oh, we'd really do with something. Oh, sorry, I can't play that. Ah, okay. Let's go pick something else instead. So yeah, it's definitely nice to be versatile. And just more fun. I like playing it. Find it a bit of a change, you know?
Yeah, in the past I would have played loads of different heroes, but these days I'm a little bit of a spammer.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yeah, spammer is the way if you want to grind, because you get better and better at that playstyle, that hero.
Yeah.
So
I think I would be able to get like back into Ancient if I started just putting in the games, but I usually only queue with like my Crusader friends.
fair enough. You can still queue ranked with them, or you play on ranked,
Oh yeah, it's close enough.
because it's 2,800 difference, and then it changes when you hit.
They're what, like 2k, I think.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure what the boundary is, but let's see. Ancient
Seen
one starts
GG?
at 3.8.
Does Juju have his ultimate?
They found the real one, and he's just dead.
He hasn't skilled it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the greedy build. He took a point of ensnare
Yeah.
instead. I probably would have taken Song of the Siren, but it doesn't matter because he was completely and utterly annihilated, and Jabatemel also had Crippling Fear. So nothing would have saved the poor guy.
Dire's bottom tower is
Can I just say, Kiwi has a diffusal queued up. I'm not sure if that's intentional or whether...
So Yasha, Diffusal, Manta. Yeah, interesting choice. With Diffusal and Mana Burn, can I just also
But
say
a
that
lot of mana.
his skill build looks...
Fudge in trouble, top.
Never mind, his skill build is fine. I thought he hadn't spent some of his spells, but he actually had somewhat. Gets the stun off.
Nick's
It's
tanks
rank 3
again.
Carapace, very nice. Oh,
The
the hook
hook.
Very
save.
nice.
The hook to
Pro
save
hooks.
That's the other part of Pudge. Jabatemel drops his ultimate. He's got BKB. He did exactly what you said. He disassembled.
Now Jabatemel takes away Karen.
Yeah. Gets hit by the Laguna Blade. Pops the BKB.
Oh,
Tries
he's
chasing
good.
after Lina, but
Yeah.
Lina with 7 stacks of Fire Soul is a very, very fast hero. Song of the Siren.
Yeah, does not have BKB here.
Oh.
And all,
Yeah, get the
the
ult
push
from
comes
Kinder.
out and
Ooh.
Yeah, it is going to be enough. Juju's
It's enough.
clones getting the kills. Illusions. Very
Now,
nice.
that is a Pulse 3 for the Pulse 4, but again, Naga's not farming right now, but Anti-Mage is.
Yeah,
Plus
Anti-Mage is
5,
not
Coco,
going
no?
up.
Was it Plus 5, sorry?
Yeah,
Oh.
it is plus
Oh,
5.
yes, it
Coco.
was. My mistake, my mistake.
Yeah, you've got Anti-Mage on top of the net worth, you know, unsurprisingly, but Nightstalker actually in second place. He is about to pick up his Echo Saber yet again by unlocking it, buying the Ogre Axe. So doing exactly
The greedier play
predicted.
definitely turned out here.
Apparently Kiwi did go back for the Manta instead of the Diffusal, so...
I see. I mean, Diffusal makes sense, Ante, to some extent. You're already burning so much mana. It gives you a slow to stick to the target, so you don't have to go Basher or Skadi. Because Anti-Mage obviously struggles to stay on top of targets. He has no slow unless they're out of mana.
Here.
He's absolutely fine. I mean, he's such a fast farmer. You have to be really, really quick or he is gone. You know, a couple of auto attacks, blink away.
Oh,
He's fine.
oh.
And he's just out.
He also has maxed out Counterspell and Blink before mana break, so he's playing it safe. He's got a lot of magic
total
resistance.
farmer.
Yeah, 58%. I mean, you do burn the mana from creeps, but they tend to oom quite quickly, and then you don't get any damage anyway.
Fight over mid now. Lena's got her BKB. Ready to go, 9 seconds.
That's a very key item for Lena. 25 damage and 350 health. Just have a look at player levels. Nothing really interesting to say. Very, very balanced game. 11 kills on each side. Both heroes are the same level. Oh no, there's another hook, but he blinks away. Oh, he knew what he was doing.
BKB.
He knew what he was
That's a
doing.
very nice play.
That's actually a
And Nyx might
genius
come in
play.
afterward.
Taking away the max duration BKB. He gets the
Oh,
stun
here
onto
we
the
go.
Sand King with the Carapace. Someone is going to go down. There's the hook, but oh, he actually got the Burrow Strike off. That was very strange. That will go down. Gets killed by Kiwi's ultimate. Now
Here
Jabate
comes
going in.
Jabate now on Karen.
Yet again, he's just murdering Karen. The only person he seems interested in killing first is Karen. Poor
this
Karen.
is
I hope
so
she's not being too tilted by this.
Kinder misses the bushwhack.
Kinder
Kinder's
can't
probably
escape.
dead here.
The one hero who can run into the trees, and Jabate Mail says, I don't care, I'm flying above the trees.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
get the bushwhack.
As
Get
you
the
can
hook.
hear,
hook back
No,
no,
he's
it
not.
does not land, but it does not matter.
Didn't get the auto attack. There's a little bit of evasion on it.
Now here comes Juju ready
Let
to
us remember.
No, he better get his
He has
ultimate
some-
off. Crippling Fear.
Ooh, crippling fear.
I don't know what the BKB
Oh,
was for,
no.
but just in case, maybe. Oh no, now they're on top
They
of
find a
Lena.
leader
This
as
is
well.
not
Oh,
good.
no.
Absolute disaster for the Dire. And I think the
That is
Radiant,
so bad.
they're going to take so much of this. They got a tier 2 tower. There is a glyph, however, so they could glyph to kill that catapult by a little bit of time. Looks like they're not going to commit it. I think they should have done this. They're not going to find much use for it otherwise.
And I mean, this is the reason why I really didn't want to pick either Radiant or Dire from the predictions at the start, because you know if Radiant get any leads, it's going to be really hard to bring it back.
Kiwi now has a full Diffusal Blade coming to him. So he's got Manta, Battle Fury, Diffusal. Obviously, Diffusal works on illusions as well. So the Blink in, Manta, Diffusal, that is so deadly. I would not want to be a support course on the other end of that. Goodbye. More on Anti-Mage.
Yeah. I hope you're ready for 104 mana being burned per hit from Anti-Mage and his 2 illusions.
Yeah, plus 4% of your maximum mana on top of that, which is just
Oh
crazy.
my word. Yeah.
I
Ooh.
actually really have loved Diffusal Blade always. I think it's one of the best items in Dota, but a lot of cores don't buy it. I built it on Faceless Void, on heroes that doesn't really make sense on all the time. Just the slow is incredible. Point click slow with a decent cast range. They basically can't move. It's only got 15-second cooldown, costs
Yeah.
no mana. I mean, what an item that is. It's
Used to
like-
have charges.
Yeah, oh yeah, everyone remembers the charge one, but that also was a dispel. And those were the
Yes.
days. You could dispel dust off
Now-
yourself, you could, you know, dispel the enemy.
The Anti-Mage needs only 2 seconds of Blink Manta hit to completely drain Lena's mana pool. 2
Yeah.
seconds is enough.
Oh, definitely more than enough. He doesn't have a BKB, of course, can still get stunned by Lena. Lena can also BKB, and so the mana burn won't take any effect. Oh, they've dropped the ultimate
Oh,
again.
here we go.
Yeah, gonna
Kinder's
just
dead.
murder
Jabate
Hoodwink
now,
straight
he's
up.
on.
Lena didn't even need it. Oh, the
Holy
BKB
feel
doesn't
bad.
matter because they got the BKB piercing. Oh, from the mid hero. That's backwards hello with the 3-second
Oh my
dismember.
goodness.
I mean, it's already such a one-sided game with Kiwi just free
And
farming.
Jabate picked up the Blink. One excellent take.
It's a pretty standard build now to go blink on that Nightstalker. It used to be
Oh, yeah, yeah.
situational and maybe sometimes. Now it is pretty much.
I
You've gotta
really
get
love
the-
having it, but I find that so many games, it's the game is too hard, so I can't immediately go blink, even though it's so much more valuable early. Because if you blink in, you're probably just going to be killed. So
Well, you
if
have
have a
BKB
better
at
game-
least. It does help. BKB,
Yeah, well,
so you
that's
can
the
survive.
thing. If you're gonna go Blink first, you'll have to get BKB second. But you can have the whole laning stage to build to get the gold for your Blink. But if the game goes bad, then it's really hard to get the money to build your BKB afterward.
Orange stone. What stone are you referring to, Hashim? Like Philosopher's Stone? Like, and that has on Sand King and somewhat on Nyx. So another orange stone. He does love an orange. Which might be, yeah, Money Stone, Philo Stone. Philosopher's Stone is an amazing item. It's the last sort of remnant of GPM generating abilities. There used to be talents, and then they removed that quite quickly. And then they left Philosopher's Stone, so the one remnant.
They have added the creeps though, which gives like I think 40
Yeah.
GPM.
Forgot about those creeps.
Yes.
Thought you could tame those. Very interesting option. Yeah, so you tame the creep and just put it next to your carry. Wow, I've never
just
seen
ran
that
off.
before. I completely forgot that was in the patch. 'Cause it was a pretty strange change, right?
Oh,
Diev
smoke
said,
break immediately
It's
as
woke
they
up, but it's
triangle.
instantly broken.
yeah, debate melt.
but
He doesn't get the
somewhat
BKB off in
tanks
time. He
it.
doesn't
What a
react.
3-man burrow.
Wow, what a play coming out from Somewhat. And that back is slow. He's got his own BKB Blink Dagger on the Pudge. He's just right-clicking the lean to death. Wobber's going to find the kill on Kinder. Kiwi is at large. Level 21. He is in absolutely no danger of being killed. Oh, he doesn't get the counterspell off, which now just blinks after Karen. Kills her yet again. Karen has died 6 times this game. Basically always to Nightstalker. But I suppose he's Keeper of the Light. So Nightstalker's trying to remove the hero who can
And yeah,
add the light.
Nightstalker is keeper of the night.
Exactly. The only hero that can actually counter the nighttime is Phoenix Ultimate. And I find that quite funny
Yeah.
because even with Dark Ascension, it doesn't matter. You lose all of your attack speed, all of your move speed.
Yeah. It's very nice to have a Luna on your team to set it to night for a few seconds as well.
Or the enemy Luna ults you and you just run off at 100 miles an hour. And Luna
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
whoops. That happens enough times in Dota. I love that interaction. Oh, the hook!
Oh,
Backwardslow
no,
gets
right.
it, but he doesn't pop the BKB. Karen actually might live. I think Backwardslow
He
just
is
got himself
dead.
straight up killed. Yeah, Nat's going to go in, maybe kill his brother somewhat,
Here we
but
go,
Kiwi
Kiwi's
goes
gonna
in,
clean
finds
up.
the kill. No problem. And Kiwi just blinks out. Level 21.
Ooh.
He's got a Basher as well. He went Basher and Diffusal? I feel like that might be slightly overkill.
And he's
but...
still got 2k gold in the bank.
Oh yeah, 1,800 gold. No, 1,800. 18,000 gold. Whereas Juju on 11,000. About to level 15, there is a level 21 anti-mage. The win probability graph is now at 96%. It's just one of those games. This is why I said never bet against anti-mage. And this is another phase 1 anti-mage, second pick for the team. He gets away with this.
That one.
Yeah, that wins, yeah. I mean, if you pick anti-mage in rank, people go, why did you not wait till last pick? Oh, Pos1 should always get last pick. Oh, I got hard countered. They had literally every pick to counter him. He just didn't care.
Counter spell,
What
and Nat is
counterspell?
just
How
dead.
long was that stun? No, Nat's actually going to be fine. He took about 200 damage from that Laguna Blade.
The rainbow TP's coming in, and
Heard a BKB.
Was
Need
that a
a-
fat
Lena
finger
pop-
BKB?
fat-
yeah,
probably.
Oh,
TP
she
out.
probably meant to hit magic wand.
Yeah, maybe changing the slots. It's always a shame when that happens. Just TP out, Lena.
Money to burn.
So Pudge is opting for a blade mail. I suppose it's good given the amount of collateral damage the enemy team has.
It's an interesting option. I feel like he would have gone for Agnum, seeing as it over doubles the strength of Rot, but all he really is a disabler. He realizes that
Yeah, he
Kiwi is
doesn't
strong.
need to have damage at this point.
Yeah, Kiwi's doing all the damage, no problem. All he needs to do is disable. Blade Mail's an interesting choice. Maybe I would have gone for like a pipe or something,
Yeah, I was thinking of just something to get a bit thicker, but
or Ag Shard as well. Always a good
do they need a save?
No, like, it lowers the cooldown of Dismember, and that's really what he's spamming the entire time. Oh, they did nerf the
Oh,
cooldown
yeah.
reduction, only 5-second cooldown reduction, but still, that's 20 to 15 seconds. Maybe Aether Lens, also a good option for Pudge. Longer hooks, longer Dismember cast range. I'm not sure, but I think I would have gone for the pipe myself. But we'll see what
Maybe
you
like
think,
an Atos or something.
Oh, Atos, yeah, that's a good item. Just a bit of
Lets him-
disable.
You make up for his missed hooks and potentially catch the more slippery of the enemy.
Yeah, Karen does have a 4-star, which I think is good. Doesn't look like Karen wants to go Scythe. Doesn't look like she's going to go for the Agnums. I don't think she's going to get a Scythe this game.
No, I don't. But it's a good Hail Mary. you know,
Yeah,
a
disable the
quick side
anti-mage.
pick up
Oh, debate more. He goes straight in onto Nat. Doesn't actually drop the BKB. The hook is going to miss, unfortunately, but they get the follow-up stun onto Nat. Nat's in a lot of trouble. Will go down. Now backward slow blinks. He says, I don't even need to slam the hook. The dismember continues through the force staff. It looks like Ted will be able to escape. Kiwi says, it's time for me to claim your range racks, which he will take no problem. He is level 23, I would like to point out. The next level on the die is 18. This is a 5-level lead on the anti-mage, which means he's getting stats every time he levels up, which makes his strength gain a lot better. And it looks like he's building Skadi. Yeah, I have Skadi. So he's got all the items to stick on you. He went a Diffusal, a Skull Basher, and a Skadi. He does not want to let you go.
Artifacts.
He does, yeah.
I just like to bulk up now.
I feel like one of the 3 items is ideal. You either go Skadi or you go Abyssal.
Oh. So he's all right. Okay, he's opted to replace his boots with a Skadi.
At least while he has the Aegis up. Makes sense.
Yeah, and then I'll swap out.
Ooh, he didn't Quelling Blade. He didn't Battle Fury the tree. That's a point deducted. I thought he was a good player.
Well,
Unfortunate.
Yeah, reported.
yes.
Hey, give that
He's not
immortal
ready for
title
TI
back.
just yet.
No. I mean, okay, Kinner just threw it out without even using the acorn at all. Oh, these hooks are unfortunately not catching
Yeah,
anybody,
very
but he's
ambitious.
doing them blind. Kiwi just makes very short work of the illusions. Oh, one illusion has been stolen by the Enchantress, immediately killed by Karen. These random hooks just to see if anyone... No one is going to stand there. Not anymore, anyway. Well, they are holding the base, but I'm not sure holding the base is really good enough, and the anti-mage has basically the entire map to farm, and he can do it in about 3 seconds. He is going for Abyssal Blade now. He wants as much lockdown as he can possibly get his hands on.
They still have Aegis for 2 minutes.
Well, I'd like to see them do something with it. Maybe at least try and take the tier 2 tower.
I mean, at this point, I'm not sure what's keeping them back from securing the game.
Yeah, they are playing very safe. This happens in a lot of in-houses. I don't know if it's because people just like to play when they're winning and not have the game end too quickly.
I'll be honest, I think that is the case. A few times I've been playing and it's like we're so far ahead and it's just fun to be ahead.
Cool, Nightstalker's dropped his ultimate. They actually do manage to get a kill onto Wobber, but that is instantly going to go down. Look at the damage they have. Absolutely tearing Ted apart.
DD plus 422 damage.
Look at the damage, Karen.
Nearly
2 auto
2
attacks.
shots, Karen.
Backwaso going in. Looks like they will get the kill. Nice
The
hook onto
hook comes out
Juju.
and-
Juju. I don't think Juju's used his ultimate the entire game. 31 minutes. I've
And
not
GG
heard
is
Son of the
called.
Siren.
Yeah.
31-19.
One final kill. Absolutely
One for the
clobbering him. Debate Mail has gone 18-2 on this Nightstalker. What a
Oh my
crazy,
word,
crazy
that-
game he's had.
It's a carry from the 3 position.
It is. I mean, poor Juju had a really rough time with this Nightstalker running at him the whole time. I like the idea of Kotl and Nagasiren combined. Get a lot of nets off. Not nets, sorry, mirror images. So you can always have your illusions up. You can farm. But yeah, Kiwi had a great game, and Debate Mail was an absolute monster. I mean, look at the net worth differences. They're in a world of their own here. They're sort of... There's no one even comparable on the graph. It's just crazy.
Oh, goodness.
Wow,
To be honest, I was kind of expecting a Kotl mid when they first drafted it. Because Ted has played Kotl mid a few times in Immortal Ranked.
Has
And it
he?
worked.
You just
Yes.
go for... You just solo bind the enemy and then Asher Max rank Dagon.
Well, the thing is, like, because of the changes to Illuminate, you can now farm a Dagon 1 and bots by 10 minutes if you have maximum efficiency.
Ah, right. So you use your Illuminate to just farm.
Yeah.
Get your bots in Dagon, and then you're just
Yeah.
running around
Run
the map
around.
super
Yeah.
fast. Just...
Yep.
Makes
That's
sense.
fit.
It's so obnoxious.